Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I'm back with a Winx Club video. It's been such a long time since I've shown you one of these dolls on my channel, but I have already done a quick second-hand Winx Club haul, as well as reroots for Flora, Musa, and Layla. And today, I'm finally gonna show you my reroot of the Bloom doll that I got almost 4 years ago. In my Winx haul video from 2021, I already showed you how I give these dolls a quick makeover by brushing their tangly hair out super well and then giving it several boil washes. For this specific Bloom, I also curled the hair off camera, which resulted once again in a pretty messy and fluffy look. For me, this was really only an experiment because I already knew I was gonna chop all the hair off for this reroot. You can also see that tinsel is sticking out quite a bit, as it doesn't like to curl along with the normal hair. For this reroot, I'm using DGHQ nylon hair in several shades of orange and ginger that I bought from the Doll Planet Hair. If you want to purchase your own reroot hair from their site, make sure to use the Dollboy10 as a discount code for 10% off your purchase. With the confidence of this new hair, I went ahead without hesitation and cut all that doll hair off as short as possible. Then I take a bowl of boiling water and dip in the doll's head to soften the plastic. Doing this really helps me in the next step, which is taking off the head from the body. And for these Winx dolls, this step is actually pretty easy because their neck bag is super small and compact, and the heads are already pretty soft without heating them in advance. Now I'm taking my forceps pliers and scraping the inside of the head to pull the hair to the inside. While doing this, I pay very close attention not to scrape the front of the face, because I do want to keep those original rooted lashes that Bloom comes with. As you can see, the softness of the plastic in this step doesn't really help, because while trying to pull the hair to the inside, the head really wants to move along. So I am taking it very slow for this, and trying to hold a very strong grip on the head. Then when most of the hair has been pulled to the inside, I open my forceps pliers and start pulling out that leftover hair from the inside of the head through the neck bag. And for Winx dolls, as they have such a tiny neck, this also is quite time consuming. The good thing though is that this type of hair tends to really clump together inside the head, especially when it's wet, so you are able to pull out pretty big chunks at a time. Then when the hair is completely bald and cleaned out, I take my new reroot hair. And for Bloom, I went with the colors Burnt Orange, which is this super bright true orange color, Red Orange, which is more of a salmon orange that's a lot lighter and has a bit of a pink hue to it, and Golden Copper, which is a very nice natural ginger tone. Mixing these colors together, I felt like I could achieve a very nice mix of the really animated orange and the more realistic ginger. I laid the colors together and then started brushing it out to get a very highlighted mix of each color that I could use for the hairline and part. In between brushing, I use my hands to really mix the colors together for an even distribution of each color. Once mixed, You can see how seamless this blend is with those very subtle highlights, creating the perfect in-between color for Bloom. Then, to make my life a lot easier during the reroot, I pre-section a lot of thin strands, which makes sure the process is a lot neater and I lose much less hair during the process. Before actually starting to add the hair to this doll, I wanted to slightly fix that hairline, because you can see that on one side it's a very nice straight line, and on the other side of the part it's quite crooked. For this, I take my reroot tool with the pointy end of the needle and creating new holes in the head, right in front of that original crooked hairline, to make my own holes that I can use for the reroot, matching the other side a lot better. Then, to actually start rerooting, I wrap a strand of hair around my finger twice, take my reroot tool with the open end of the needle, and pick up that hair from my finger, and then carefully pull on the ends to tighten the knot. Then I pick one hole to push that needle in to secure that one hair strand. And I do this a lot more times to add more hair to the head. I personally like to start off with the back hairline and work my way to the front so I can warm up and get into rerooting after not doing it for a long time. For those holes in the hairline that I created myself, I'm using a needle to slightly widen those holes right before I go in with the hair plug. This really helps me in ensuring that the hairline won't crack, especially because the plastic of those Winx heads is super flexible and closes on the hair super quickly. For the rest of the hairline, I don't have to use this technique, so I can just finish that up in the regular way. Then, after doing the hairline and part line in that color blend, I fill the inside of the head with those 3 pure colors. That gives the doll's hair that cohesive base that I really wanted, and gives it some more obvious and dimensional highlights in the hair that still look very blended as well. For the placement, I do try to keep it very symmetrical, since this doll is wearing her hair in a middle part, and I don't want one side to be brighter than the other side, or vice versa. When all the hair is added to the head, I twist it out of the way and add glue to the inside of the head. For this step, I'm using Fabri-Tac glue, and I'm putting the nozzle into the neck hole to get to the inside of the head. This glues together all those loops that we've made while rerooting, and make sure the hair stays in the head permanently. To spread out the glue evenly, I also go in with a Q-tip and swirl that around on the inside of the head, and then I wait for at least 24 hours for that glue to dry. While I waited, I already prepped a very nice and casual modern outfit for Bloom that consists of Cocoa Stop from Rainbow High that I tied in the back to make it fit properly, as well as this Rainbow High jeans that I tied in the back using 2 bobby pins. I am still trying to find the best fits for my Winx Club dolls, but since their proportions are so different from other dolls, it is a little hard to find outfits that fit them. Because the neck bag is so small, it's also very easy to put the head back on the body. I then undo the hair and give it a good brush, and then prepare my boiling water to give her roots a hot water treatment. You can see the effect so clearly as the part lays a lot nicer and the overall look is a lot sleeker and flatter as well. For this nylon hair, I don't like to boil wash the ends because that can make them frizz up very bad. To finish Bloom's restyle, I also give the hair a slight haircut while still keeping it very long. I add some soft layers to the front, starting pretty short and cutting it at an angle to make it connect to her longer lengths. I also really want to give Bloom some waves in her hair, and for this I'm using my perm rollers. I spray the hair with water to make it very wet, and then I wrap the hair in big sections around the perm rollers. I let this sit overnight, and when the hair is dry, it's time to reveal these beautiful waves. And that is the end result of my Bloom reroot video. I really hope you liked this restyle for Bloom, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below which Winx doll you want to see a reroot for next. And then, to see more looks of my new Bloom reroot, also follow me on Instagram and TikTok @TheDollBoy. See you next time!